Hello, good morning, and happy Thrive Thursday. Joe Justice here today, and we are deep into April. I am excited because spring is here. The weather's beautiful. It's been really nice today. Everything's been great this week. It was a little chilly at the start of the week, but we are well into it now. And I want to remind you guys that if you're looking for a challenge, if you're looking to level up, if you need somebody to give you a little push, a little prod, coming up in May, I'm going to be starting a new challenge group. You can join and be part of it. Hop on with me, drop me a message, send me an email. You can email me at joe@joejustice.org, and I will add you to the group, and we can all be in it together. I know I'm going to be pushing myself in May. If one other person joins me, then I'm going to do it. If 100 people join me, I'm going to do it. Either way, I'm going to do it, but I want you to be part of it. If you're looking for a little push in May, make sure you're part of that. So, for Thrive Thursday, I wanted to address something that comes up quite a bit. The thing that people really get into a lot, and that's they ask me, how do I get started? How do I get started with health esteem? What approach do I use to get started, to get, they live kind of a sedentary life. They don't eat very well. They know that they could be eating more productively. They know that they could be doing more, especially this time of year. People find out, they realize that they're kind of sitting inside a lot when the weather's really great out and there's lots of opportunities to get outside and get some fresh air and some sunshine and some activity. They know that they need to. They know that they should be doing it, but they're just having a hard time getting started, not sure where to go. So I wanted to address a little bit of that today. And first and foremost, when it comes to health esteem, what we're talking about when we're talking about health esteem is we're talking about feeling good about yourself, feeling healthy, eating properly so that you fuel your body, not attaching, emotional and moral weight to food. So the idea isn't eating good food or bad food. The idea isn't that when you exercise, you're being good, but when you don't exercise, you're being bad. We're not looking at moral judgments. What we're looking at is optimal activities that will fuel your body, that will help you feel better, that will help you feel great. And all of that really comes down to, really basic kind of stuff like eating food that is whole food, that, that helps your body, getting plenty of sleep. That's a big deal. Lots of people get kind of addicted on this kind of treadmill situation when it comes to like watching the latest Netflix or watching the latest Hulu or whatever it is, and they just watch it mindlessly. They do the binge watching thing, which I used to do that a lot, and I don't do it at all anymore. Or they get addicted to like news, watching news on television, which I think is just as bad as a drug addiction. I think it really messes with your brain and really messes with your body. So what I always like to recommend is, small steps, start where you are, start doing things. So the best way to get started with physical activity, the absolute best way is to go for a walk. Nobody will argue with you on that. Nobody will tell you you're doing it wrong. Just every day. Hey, the best thing to do is to find some kind of walking trail nearby, put on some earbuds, listen to a book on tape. A productivity book would be great. A self-development type book would be great. But you don't have to do that. You could listen to some classical music. You can listen to something that enriches you, that makes you feel good, that makes you, uplifts your spirits. Take that type of music or a book on tape or something like that. Maybe a classic book. Maybe there's an old classic book like Treasure Island or Sherlock Holmes or Lord of the Rings, something like that you've been meaning to get to. You can find all that stuff nowadays on audio. Listen to it, go for a walk. Walk for at least a half hour a day. That's the simple way to get started, that at the very minimum. So that's my action step for you today. That's the one thing I would love to see everybody do, is spend at least a half hour outside, preferably in nature. If you can only walk by the road, that's okay too, but preferably you can find a hiking trail or a walking trail nearby. Walk for at least a half hour. Pop your earbuds in, or have a conversation with somebody. Call somebody on the phone, or go with a buddy and go for a walk for a half hour or so. You'll feel a lot better, and you'll really get started on improving your health esteem. The other things I really encourage finding exercise videos I use exercise. I do an exercise video every single day, and that's the trick that I use to lose weight and get into better shape. Was I would commit to, I'd find one that I knew I could fit into my schedule. Maybe it was 20 minutes, maybe it was a half hour. Later on, I would do ones that were a full hour length. And but what I would do is I would block out that time, a half hour. I'd go, I'd do that workout, I'd get the work in, and then I would move on with the rest of my day. So I really highly recommend that. But if not, then what you can do is just pick simple exercises, push-ups, pull-ups, and squats, and then maybe some crunches. If you can't do pull-ups, that's okay too. Just push-ups, crunches, and squats. Those 3 exercises will get you pretty far. And all you have to do with those is do 1 minute, do as many push-ups as you can, then rest for 2 minutes. And then for 1 minute, do as many squats as you can, then rest for 2 minutes. And then for 1 minute, do as many crunches as you can, and then rest for 2 minutes. So that's 3 exercises, right? And we do 3 minutes each with those, right? So that's a total of 9 minutes. So you do that for 3 rounds. So 3, 3, and 3 with 3 exercises. So you do that for 3 rounds, and that'll bring you in at under a half hour. That's a good full body workout. That's not going to get you ready and for MMA cage fighting. You're not going to be a super athlete if you do that every day, but that will get you started, and that will get you moving your body. So those are the things I'd recommend. That simple 3x3 workout, going for a walk, and when you're ready to go to the next level, exercise videos. Those are huge benefits, and those are a great idea. So that's what I recommend. Again, if you need a push, if you want a little help to get a little extra push to start going, shoot me a message. I will help you out. I will give you some benefit. I will find some ways to push you by adding you to my group. So if you want that extra push in May, send me a message. I'll help you out with that. Otherwise, I hope you have a great rest of your Thursday. Get outside, get some sun, get some fresh air, get some exercise. Until next time, I'll talk soon. Bye-bye for now.